Welcome back, everyone, to the Rhoni LG channel. I am Rhoni, and I want to thank you guys for coming along tonight and joining in on the great information. And before we go on, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share the video. It does allow the algorithm to then show this video to others who are wanting to know this information. Other than that, let's go on with the show. So today we are going to talk about the science and spirituality of life. Now, what we're going to talk about today is a very fascinating topic, and it is based on humans as light manifestors. Now, you may have heard of the word bioluminescence, and that's the ability for some living organisms to produce and emit light. For example, this phenomenon is common in deep sea creatures, fireflies, and some fungi and algae. But did you know that humans also have a form of bioluminescence? Yes, that would be you, my God and Goddess. You shine, whether you realize it or not. Now, according to a 2009 research study by the Japanese, human bioluminescence, invisible light, okay, exists. However, we as humans are unable to see that with our retinas due to the fact that it's just too dim for our eyes to see. Now, researchers have used special cameras, that monitor light and that emits, by the body, over a few days, and they found that the human body, it literally glimmers. Yay! And the brightest spots, they appear on the forehead, the neck, and the cheeks in the late afternoon. Pretty interesting. I just thought I'd let you guys know that information. Now, this subtle glow that they viewed in these 3 days is the result of highly reactive free radicals that are produced through cell respiration interacting with free-floating lipids and proteins that are in your body. Now, when these molecules get excited, they interact with what's called fluorophores, which emit a proton, and voila, you're glowing, gods and goddesses. Now, this isn't the only way that humans can actually connect to light. There are other various methods, and they are mostly used in the spiritual traditions, meaning that humans have a luminous energy field. We call them auras, because every human being has an aura. And that aura, of course, it surrounds and it permeates the physical body. Now, this energy field, it's composed of different colors and different frequencies, which reflect the state of our physical, mental, and emotional and spiritual health. Some people can actually see these auras, and they use them for healing and diagnosis purposes. Especially if you go to a spiritual practitioner, they're going to use your auras in order to assist in the therapy that you are desiring at that given time. Now, the word human, okay, it comes from the Latin word humus, and that word actually means earth or soil. Now, earth, it comes from the Proto-Indo-European root, and that means to move or to set in motion. That being said, human means one who moves the earth. Now, what does that mean? To move the earth. Who's going to move the earth? Well, my friend, you are. And you're going to do that. And that's going to be through the power to shape and to transform the world through your thoughts, your words, and your actions. And another interpretation is that humans are the bridge between the earth and the sky, the physical and the spiritual, the material and the immaterial. Humans are the mediators, the connectors, and the synthesizers of the different realms of existence between the earth and the sky. So how do we do that? How do we do all this moving the earth? How are we supposed to do this? Well, you're going to do it through light, because that's what you are. Now, light is, of course, the universal language and the common denominator and the essence of all creation. Excuse me. Now, light is information. It is also energy. It is also vibration. It is also frequency. And most importantly, it is consciousness. And light is what connects us to ourselves, to each other, to the earth, and to the source of all that is. So, that being said, when I say light connects us to ourselves, remember what light is. It's information, it's energy, it's vibration, it's frequency, and it's consciousness. So, light, as I just stated, is what connects us to ourselves. So all of those aspects of light is what connects you to yourself, to others, to the earth, and to the source of all that is, which is your creator, God. And since you are a image made in the creation of God, well, that makes you God. And just in case you were just unaware of that. Because we all know the first thing, okay, well, maybe we all don't know, but for those who have actually read the beginning of the King James Bible, or whichever version of the Bible you read, because, well, let's be real, they all read differently. I got 5 of them, starting from 1611, and all 5 of them are different. However, the first few words. I believe it's the third verse where God says, there is light. Okay? And think about it. Hold on a minute. I wish I had a Bible with me right now. Seriously, I really wish I did. But it's on my phone. And since I'm using my phone, I can't exactly tell you what I really want to. But regardless, the third verse of Genesis says, let there be light. And if you've read at least to the third verse, you'd know that right now. So it's important to recognize that we live, all of us humans, we live in a light universe. More so of a light wave universe. That's probably a better way to describe it. Basically, it's where all things are created by light. Okay? Including you, gods and goddesses out there in the ether world. I love you all. By the way, if you've come this far, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. It's free. And that way, the algorithm will share this with all the other people who are wanting to know this information just as much as you are. So, on with the show. Now, if we're thinking about light, low vibrating light, it turns into matter. High vibrating light, it turns back into the light. That being said, God is the substance or the body that is light, which is the thinking mind. I hope that made sense. So I'm going to say it a different way. God is the one thinking creative mind. And the substance of God is light. So if the God of the thinking mind is like, then, and the substance or the body of God is light, then the one universal substance that is beneficial for us through our thinking and through our comprehension and our essence is light. And the substance of all light, the substance of all created things is light. Now, the one substance of the thinking mind is all that exists. And since God is the thinking mind, whose substance is created by light, leads us to recognize that the mind in the human is expressed in light via our thoughts, our emotions, the frequencies that we give out by the thoughts that we think. Now, when we think of the word human, you think of man, physical. All right, well, let's think of human as H-U-E, man. Hugh, man. Now, what best describes the word hue? let's look at that first. Hue are artificial colors that gives permission to be described as either red, yellow, blue, green, or any of the in-between colors that pair with the colors red, yellow, green, blue, meaning, you know, we have purple, we have lavender, I think, what am I thinking? We have orange, we have black. Well, no, black's really not a color, that's a shade, so dismiss that. But you see where I'm going from. Like, red has an orange hue, blue has a purple hue, orange has a brown hue, green has a teal hue. You know, they go, it's all the different colors of the wheel. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know, you went to grade school is what I'm saying. Now, as a hue man, we are attributed to a specific color or frequency, however you want to look at it. We're going to say color because we're talking about the word hue, that permits the human to have a specific color in their aura. Now, each individual is the mind. Each individual is not the body. The body is the vessel that you as a light being reside in. Now, without the mind, let's get real. The physical body would cease to exist. You need the mind for the body to work. The mind is what tells the body to work through cells, through, you know, the way the body works. It's like, you know, you got the cells in the body, they're doing their thing for whatever part of the body, and they work and they do what they do. They go up to the brain, they tell the brain what to do. Oh, move the left arm, move the right arm. That's what I'm referring to. I'm trying to make this very simple to understand because it's kind of like a lot. Now, like I said, the mind, I'm gonna use that word again, manipulates. The mind manipulates the body to do in regards to the world that we reside in. Now, this is where it's going to get a little bit deep. Okay, so hopefully you can pay attention and follow along with what I'm saying. Now, here we go. Okay. The mind. Imagine the mind as a radio. Okay. Now, I'm thinking from back in the day. And where you tune the frequency of the radio to the channel that you want. Okay, that's what your mind is doing with your thoughts. Your thoughts are tuning themselves into a specific frequency. Now, when you tune yourself into different frequencies based on the thoughts that you're thinking, your mind, which resides in the mental plane, it's it, it's shared. Your mind and your thoughts, okay, are shared with the minds of the universe. So that means you are sharing the thought processes that you have with the frequency that you are tuned into based on the thoughts that you're thinking, are shared with other like humans who are also residing on that same frequency that you are thinking. Okay? You with me so far? Alright, I hope so. Alright, now, y'all might not want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway because you need to hear it. Okay, so now, your thoughts are not created by you, not by the individual. Because remember, we all share the mind of the universe, and we're all on a certain frequency. Based on that, the thoughts that you're thinking are in relation to the frequency that you're on and the frequency that is surrounding you, which is all based on the thoughts that you think. I hope that made sense right there, because it's pretty interesting. Now, basically your thoughts are received based on the vibration that your mind is set to, which is why we call it a mindset, because you're set on a certain frequency, which then relates to the type of thoughts that you are thinking and the thoughts that are surrounding your personal environment, or your physical environment, I should say. And so basically, if you set your mind to a certain topic, okay, whatever that topic is, it doesn't matter. Pick one, it doesn't matter. Like generating wealth. That's always a good one for everybody. What you can do is we can tune into that frequency in the mental plane via our thoughts, and we will receive thoughts on how to generate wealth for ourselves. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. So if you are generating a frequency about generating wealth, you will then tune into a frequency that will bring about more thoughts to generate more thoughts of how to generate wealth, because that's a frequency you're on, and the frequency that you are on in your brain, okay, will bring about more thoughts, more opportunities of generating wealth, because that's what we're talking about, to your brain. And then you can take action on that thought, because that's going to benefit you. So, because based on your own thinking patterns is the frequency that you are on. It's the frequency that you placed yourself on, which is why your mindset is where your mindset is. Now, every frequency that we have is portrayed as a color, i.e. your auras. Therefore, when your mind is manifesting colors, when your mind in the mental plane is manifesting colors in the astral plane, it's gonna send back the frequency that you are on at that time. So if you are, creating hate in your mind, in the mental plane, those colors that you're putting up to the astral plane, they're like gonna be, if you think of hate, what color do you think of? Red. Okay? It's gonna, your mental plane of thoughts about hate are going into the astral plane as the color red. Okay? That might be a little bit simpler. I need to hurry up because we almost at 25 minutes. So this is why we, as humans, which means an attribute of a color, is why that thought puts out a color, because it's dependent on the frequency and the thoughts that you're thinking. So basically, we as humans, okay, we should aim to set our frequencies to the colors most associated with violet. Okay? Crown chakra, my friends. Because that's the highest vibrational color within the light spectrum. And it's your highest chakra color. You're getting it now, aren't you? I knew it. I knew you would. Okay, so we are, in essence, light beings manifested in physical form. That might be a lot for you to gather, but it's a fact. So, with all that information, because I know it was a lot and you may need to go over this, and that's okay if you do, because trust me, when I was going over this information, even while I was getting ready for the video, I actually was like, okay, how am I going to go about explaining this the best way that I can? And this was the best way that I could. And I hope you guys understood. And because that is all for today's video. And sorry about the length of it, but I'm about to cut it short. And I hope you enjoyed it and that you did learn something from it. And tomorrow we will be delving into a little bit deeper into it so you can understand even more of the aspect of being a human, because there's a lot out there that you need to be aware of, because we're just going to leave it at, we all forget and then we remember. And when you remember, nothing will change your mind, because you'll know. Other than that, if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up, because my friends, it helps the algorithm so everybody who needs to see this video can. And I have a lot of views and I'm grateful for every one of them. But I need them likes, because I want others to be able to view what you guys are viewing. So, if you don't mind, hit that like button. Go ahead and share. Subscribe if you like. It's all free. That's the best part about it, friends. And also, feel free to leave your comments in the comment area, because I would love to read what you guys are thinking about, because I just find it so interesting. And don't be shy. It's a safe space. And if anybody writes anything ugly and nasty, trust me, I'm just going to delete it and block them, because you got the naysayers out there, friends. It's okay. But other than that, thanks for watching. And until next time, be gentle to yourself, be gentle to others, and always be the standard that you know you are. My gods and goddesses out there. Over and out. And happy Valentine's Day!